All right, welcome back. Hopefully, some of you are here from parts one and parts two of this series. So in those first two parts, we talked about at a high level if you can trust AI in a retail environment, and then we talked about in the second one why we see retail projects fail when implementing or using AI. So those are a little bit more doom and gloom topics. This one today, we wanted to talk about a little bit more about the idea of how to know when you're ready for AI, because AI is a useful accelerator in the retail workspace environment, and we want to be able to leverage that tool and become more efficient in our store operations for happier employees, happier customers, and a better run store. So today wanted to chat on just how to determine if you're ready or not. So Ben, I'll throw to you. Again, as I said in the last video, you're a little bit more on the front line. So in your opinion, what how can an organization tell if they're ready to implement AI?
So when a store is going to be ready to implement AI has to tie back to, is the operation ready? And that comes down to clean data, unified systems. Do you guys have a defined process you're looking to improve? Leadership alignment. Are your employees ready? There are many key indicators you look for, and a lot of times can the process be solved by AI? It's the same kind of pieces you look for in those solutions. So I look at AI like a power tool when you're used to using hand tools. So do you already have something in place that works and does the job and you know what you're doing? AI can come in and be that lawnmower, and that sit lawnmower you drive around in versus a push lawnmower. It can help you get the job done faster and better, but it's not gonna, I wouldn't go looking around and creating new jobs to fix with AI, because that's not gonna be anything. And that ties back to the last one, is if you're creating new jobs with AI, how do you measure ROI? If you're looking to improve jobs, you can have a clear ROI. Like, how much is it better or worse than before AI? If you don't have that, you're not really that ready for AI, and you probably should stick to the basics.
Yeah, I would say kind of tying all three episodes in together. We've used a couple of maybe buzzword type phrases, but talked about having guardrails. We've talked about having trust in the AI that we're using, and we talked about human in the lead operations. And how that all fits together for me into this question is knowing that you're ready for AI creates that trust I talked about back in video one, right? That if you're gonna use it, you need to use it with with some trust along the way. So I think the exact example I used was that if you're gonna have manager oversight at every single step in the process, well, then you're not really automating anything. So making sure your organization is ready before you launch. I think you mentioned strategic alignment, having like shared goals across the organization and making sure your data is clean. If you have all those things at the beginning, then you can sit back a little bit more and trust AI to do its job in the operation and the automation. And I think you had mentioned, tracking ROI. I would just use the term audit. Like that's where I see the human in the lead part of this is that as this automation and this process rolls out, your job as human in the lead is to audit it and make sure that you're getting the expected results you were looking for, right? So really, I see that the human part of this is like in the foundational part of good process, good data, organizational alignment, structured goals that you're trying to hit, and then auditing the output of the parts that AI is uh, running and executing. Because again, if you're just sitting there checkpointing it along the way, you're not really getting the benefit of why you invested into AI in the first place.